Welcome to my channel. This is Ursula. We are opening and stretching our hips today. So let's come into a comfortable position. We're going to center ourselves here by breathing really deep in and out to our nose or into the nose, and a long exhale out of your mouth. You want to sit tall with your spine erected and your hips relaxed. You may sit on a block like in previous sessions I taught, or just sitting comfortably on your mat. Let's just let that breath flow and really relax as much as we can before we get started. Inhaling in. Arms up. Inhale, exhale, down into the heart center. And again here, lengthening the side body cactus. And bring the body over to the side as we're stretching from side to side, just once each side. And then we're going to get ready for a low lunge. I want to use some blocks. Feel free to use blocks or none. We're going to hold this a little longer, so right leg forward. Coming here pretty much into a right angle here with your hip and knee and ankle. And pushing gently your hips forward. Engaging here your core, your belly. Until you find the desired deep level you want to be on. So grab a block under each hand. You want to have them vertical, sink perhaps a little lower. You decide. We're going to stretch here already the left hip flexor. It's the psoas muscle, what runs from your hip all the way into your inner knee. It's so important because we all sit a lot. We need to stretch this. So you can also bring your hand right above your right knee. Lift the heart up. Lift your gaze up and breathe. Optional, bringing your arms up by your ears. Bringing the bicep and the ear in the same line. So the more you look up, the more you open up also your back and your chest. Good. And then we're gonna move the blocks for right now. And we're gonna come into, it's called gate pose. So we're kneeling here on the left knee, and the right leg and the knee and the left hand come in one line, pushing your belly in and pushing your hips a little forward. So you may put that top arm behind your lower back, or you bring it up like I do. You can stretch the arm out. You can somewhat cactus that arm. You don't have to. Anything what feels good here to get this deep hip flexor stretch. And then slowly coming down, and that very same leg, we're going to stretch it out, just curling the toes under. Reach forward a few times with your upper body, nice and gentle. And then we're going to get ready here and switch sides for that low lunge using the blocks again. This time we're going to have the left leg bent and forward, hips are squared. And you have enough space for your hips, so adjust that. And again, the block is vertical. And if you have sensitive knees, either put a blanket under, but you want to be on your cushioned part of your kneecap. We're going to go right into that stretch, lift the heart up and breathe. Perhaps again, hands above the knee. You don't have to. You can stay the whole time on the blocks. No problem here. just giving a couple of variations, and same thing from the side. If you want to bring the arms up, palms facing, relax your shoulders. Couple more breath here. Those stretches for your hips can be done any time you need to. If you have tight hips, do this every single day. That's why it's a short 12-minute practice to squeeze in any time you have, this available at your fingertips. So we're going to move the blocks again and repeat that gate pose now with your right arm, right knee, and left leg in line. Push the hips forward, belly in. So here I'm showing it with the arm behind. Or again, you bring the arm up and a little bit out, or right by your ear. I like to move in my poses because it feels good. Focusing on your hips as you breathe. And we're going to come down and we're lengthening out that left leg here. Tuck the toes under and lengthen out. And we're going to come into a quick child's pose here. Tune in a bit and see how you're feeling. How are your hip flexors responding? And of course, you're going to feel hip stretches in your lower back as well. I'm going to come up now and we're going to grab one block. Put it in between our feet and scooch those feet a bit more in, closer to your buttocks. And we're going to lay flat on our back. Perhaps lift the chest and tuck the shoulder blades a bit under. So you may lay your hands flat with palms open or down, or bend your elbows here and have your forearms, reach towards the ceiling. That's an option, but let's press into your feet, lift your torso up here, engage the glutes slightly, and isometrically move your knees away from you. Let's come back down. And we're going to do this about 3 times. Inhale, exhale, and on the exhale, slightly press your hips up. You're going to notice with each repetition, you're going to go a little deeper. You're going to be more on your shoulder blades. Your gaze is straight up to the ceiling. Squeeze the block. If you have a second block and want to use it, you can put it in between your knees as well. So hips and knees are in alignment. Vertebra by vertebra, we roll down. Inhale. And as the exhale comes, thrust your hips up again. Slightly engage the glutes, but always pull the belly towards the spine. And we're rolling softly down here again. Letting that whole spine coming down. And we're going to bring the knees here into the chest. Hold on to our knees. And we're going to make a couple circles in one direction to relax here the lower back. And then into the other direction as well. And hugging the knees. And we're going to get ready for a single hip stretch here. I'm going to have my block ready because we're going to need it for the second set. So right knee here is into the chest and you gently move it into the outer chest shoulder area. And let that left leg lengthen until your heel touches the mat. That's a really deep stretch for your psoas muscle, for your hip. And then we bring it in and switch sides. We're going to spend more time on the second stretch. And now we're going to get the block, lift up the booty and lay the block more likely where your yoga pants ends. You want to have effortlessly here your legs up. And we're bending again here that right knee into the outer chest and slowly let that left leg go. It's a deep stretch. So you want to have the heel of that straight leg touching your yoga mat, and you will notice you will not bring that knee too far in. It's not possible. It's a very deep stretch. So if this is not possible, do it again without the block, please. Let's let that breath organically flow. And we're going to switch up here in mid-air. Slowly bring that leg down. Here we go. Once you have done that practice a few times and you know the moves by heart, you can stay in it as long as you want to, or just pause the video and stay longer. As long as things feel good, stay in the stretch. So now we bring in both legs down, both heels, and the hips will automatically sink a bit more forward towards the feet. This is a lovely stretch for your chest. It's a mini inversion because your heart is higher than your head, and it stretches the front torso, including your hips, your quads. Again, stay here as long as you want to. You can even use that same amount of time as a Shavasana. So I'm going to get off that block. So carefully bring your legs in, lift up your hips, slide the block out, roll your back, your booty carefully down, and lengthen out both legs, getting ready for Shavasana. Again, stay here as long as you want to. Deep breathing and letting go. Thank you so much for practicing with me this short 12-minute practice. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow on day 5. Be blessed.